Hi, my name is Maureen and I'm a mental health therapist at Optimum Joy. También hablo español y me gusta hacer sesiones en español, entonces si te gustaría hacer la sesión en español, me encantaría conocerte. I became interested in becoming a therapist when I was doing volunteer work in Bolivia after college. I volunteered at a couple community centers down there, and we provided all sorts of resources for the women and children and just the families in the communities. And I was just kind of doing a little bit of everything while I was there. And I just realized that we were providing all these resources, but a lot of the people just still kind of were getting stuck in the same patterns. And then we also just had people coming into the office day after day and just kind of pouring their hearts out and just needing someone to talk to. And so I think I just really saw there that that inner healing and just the mental health is really important for any sort of transformation. And that's where I kind of had that light bulb moment of that's what I want to do, is I want to help people in that, of kind of having that inner healing that leads to transformation. My favorite thing about being a therapist is I probably have two things. So one, I just really like being that safe place for people where they just get to come and let it all out. It's honestly a privilege to walk with people through their stories. And my other favorite part is probably just the light bulb moments that happen in therapy. There's really nothing like it. And sometimes it's the insights that people gain, and just how that kind of transforms how they understand themselves and their story, and how they can make change. And other times it's the moments where you can literally see change happening in the room, just kind of that emotional healing. And I feel like I could run a marathon after those sessions. It's so energizing and I just love it. What brings me joy is honestly the simple things in life. I love simple joys, so whether that's just my morning coffee, going for a run outside and just on the lake shore and taking it all in, good conversation with family and friends, good music, good food. There's just so many little moments that bring me joy throughout the day. Something that I enjoy doing is kind of going on adventures. So especially with travel, I love seeing new places, new culture, new people. But that could also just be here in the city, new neighborhoods, new parks, new restaurants. So I love just the sense of going on adventure and just discovering something new. Something that I'd want people to know about counseling is that, one, just get ready for it's going to be an amazing experience. But I think for it to be that, both honesty and curiosity I think are really important. So the more honest you can be with yourself about what's really going on, and then being really curious about hey, what am I thinking? Why am I feeling that way? What's my story? And then the more that you just are open with your therapist in doing that and curious with your therapist, I think that's when you'll really see some good change happen. I enjoy working with all kinds of people, but I especially enjoy working with mothers, both pre-pregnancy, through pregnancy, post-pregnancy, prenatal, and kind of postpartum mental health. And I love working with mothers too, as they've got their young kids and working through what does it look like to be a mom, doing that reparenting work, because so much comes up for you as you're being a parent. And then I also love working with older adolescents and kind of college students and young adults who are just really figuring out themselves and figuring out life. I love just to kind of be with people as they're navigating those transitions. And then I also enjoy just working with especially anxiety and panic attacks, disordered eating, body image, kind of self-esteem issues, and then just all sorts of trauma. A word of encouragement that I have for you if you're thinking about doing counseling for the first time is, one, you've already started to imagine that things could be different, and I would just encourage you to hold on to that. Just to hold on to that hope that it doesn't have to be this way, because it doesn't, and change is possible. And I know it might feel you don't even really know what that could look like. But just keep taking one step in front of the other, and counseling could be a really good next step, and will help you hold on to that hope that things can be better.